Hi friends and fellow Earth Angels, it's Gladys, and welcome back to another one of my weekly Sunday card readings. And this spread will start by covering August 8th through the 14th, or whenever you get it to watch, as I always intend these to be timeless readings, meaning whenever this video shows up for you, that is the time that the messages are meant for you. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am doing this for the 8-8 energy, and for me, I connect the 8s to the energy of prosperity. So I wanted to gift you this week with messages for abundance, prosperity, wealth, money, and whatever that entails for you, whether it's healing, whether it's receiving, whether it's opening up channels. And I will also be doing a new moon in Leo. Pick a card reading, which will come out on Monday. So if you're subscribed and you get notifications, you will get the email when that is available. So we have lots of energy this week. And again, for me, I see the infinity sign with this 8-8 energy that's opening up. On top of it, we have the 8-8 energy in the new moon in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. Sun is the life giver of the planet. Leo energy, I connect with courage and bravery and strength. Leo energy is a fire sign. It's a passion energy. Also, to kind of Leo energy tends to like to be, I want to say center of attention, kind of like a ringmaster, not in an egoic kind of way, but they shine, right? People kind of really look to the magnetism of the Leo energy. So it's a really great time to set some powerful intentions. Everybody has Leo in their chart somewhere. For me, Leo rules my second house, which is finances and work and money, and I've been really busy this week, so I kind of had to chuckle at how the energies opened up for me client-wise as I opened up my office this week. So it's always interesting to, if you're into astrology, to check in to see where that new moon is at in your chart, or what house the Leo energy is in your chart. So it's just a little something to think about, and I'll get more into it in the pick a card reading that I'll post tomorrow or Monday. So the cards that I'm going to be using this week, I'm going to pull from a guide for the week from the Angels and Ancestors deck. And my intention is that I really think it's important to get in touch with these guides, get to know them as your friends, so that you're asking your free will, inviting that energy and working with the energy in your life. So my intention with this is a prosperity guide, a guide that can support you in harnessing that abundant energy this week. And then a message of healing regarding abundance from the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. And then action steps that you can take this week. I will pull from the Money and the Law of Attraction cards. What you're being gifted this week with from the Oracle of the Unicorns. And then finally, I will pull an overall message from Divine Abundance. So this should be fun with a bunch of different energies here. Law of Attraction, angels, ancestors, unicorns. All right, so let's start. Let me open up space for you. I have my infinity ring on here too to play with the space energy that we're in. And I also have my lucky pig. So I got this, I don't even remember where I got it, but I've had it for many years now, and I keep it by my bedside. And it's my lucky pig. So I'm putting that energy in sending you luck and well wishes in health, wealth, physically, spiritually, mentally. All space in between. All right, so let me start here. Opening up space, inviting in all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light that would like to hold space for us this week in this reading. And I'm going to ask that the messages that come through be for your best and highest good, and the best and highest good of all concerned with regards to prosperity, abundance, wealth, money, whatever that energy means to you. So I want to connect my heart to the heart of the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. All right, let's begin. All right, guides, what guide wants to come out this week to support the Earth Angels? This powerful Leo new moon, 8/8 portal, and energy right there. All right, that one was like, I'm not going back in. So we have, Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. This is fantastic. So this is the caduceus. It's usually connected to the Archangel Raphael. So, because it's emerald green. So emerald green. So Raphael is the angel of healing. Oh, you know what? So funny. Archangel Raphael is the angel that works with travel. He is the angel of miracles. He is the angel that helps heal our finances, addictions, physical health. So I'm just realizing like how absolutely perfect this card is. Like, did I think it would be any other way? So Medicine Guardian says be open to healing information. So this week, maybe there will be, so here's the thing, the infinity sign or the number 8, I connect it with a prosperity and abundance, but I can also, in the shadow, connect it with cycles and rhythms, repeated patterns. So this week, you could also have some old stuff come up with regards to health or money or relationships, because all of those things affect our abundance. Even us, they affect us feeling energetically abundant. So if you're finding challenges in those areas and you have unexpected things that popped up, calling on the Medicine Guardian or the Archangel Raphael, or sending emerald green light to those situations, those people, those experiences can be super beneficial. Remember, it's just kind of opening up your heart to receive divine guidance and assistance. So be open to healing information. So I feel like Raphael and the Medicine Guardian is also saying that I will be sending you messages. So keep your heart and your mind receptive, right? Keep your eyes vigilant to the answers, to how to move forward in these areas. A lot of times it's really kind of sitting in space and just opening up our hearts and saying, or going back to the time when you did feel energetically abundant, or maybe you remember a time where your bank account was full, or you were feeling an influx of clientele or an influx of creativity, right? Abundance, is a small portion is connected to money, but there's so many different variants that we can connect with this. And this is why I kind of chuckle at how perfect the healing message comes in. So maybe we're healing these patterns, these cycles, these rhythms that are coming up in your life. I've kind of personally been dealing with a bunch of little nuances, like feeling like my head isn't straight, and all these little things are happening that are annoying, and it's adding up because it's all at once. And so I've really had to practice grounding and opening and being receptive to moving forward, or problem solving, or not getting fired up with the unexpected, right? So that's intense for this energy that we're in right now. So let me read a little bit of the book and see what more Medicine Guardian has for us. Oops, that's Medicine Mother. see, Medicine Guardian. Hold on a second. Here we go. This book isn't alphabetical. Okay, so the message, it says, listen to what's coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. It says you're being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. So again, when you're feeling the squeeze, right? A lot of times that challenge or the adversity is for us to be pushed in another direction. Change is upon us, our friends. We're really shifting our approach and our energy into things, right? Abundance and joy and prosperity and knowledge and wisdom and inner peace is our birthright, right? When you feel good, the people around you feel good. When they feel good, the people around them feel good. When they feel good, the people around them feel good. So really, peace on earth starts from the inside out. So pay attention. Just be aware of the people that you're being surrounded by, the energy, right? Are people inserting opinions, telling you what to do? Are you feeling inspired? Again, this is just observation, because especially with empathic and highly sensitive people, you don't realize that if you're feeling off or out of balance or stuff is coming up for you, it could be something you experienced 2, 3, 4 days ago. So I always say, check in with the people that you've been surrounded by, not in a negative way, just, check in and see, well, maybe you've been in an intense situation, or maybe you've been emotionally experiencing an upheaval, right, outside of you. Know that energy can shift, kind of like make you kind of like sway like a tree. So you want to especially ground yourself, connect to the earth. Let me see here. So it says, if you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenged, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. So if you've been putting time and energy into your healing, know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's conclusions, there's answers. Maybe you'll start to feel energetically abundant because of the healing work that you've been doing in this full moon in Aquarius energy. Remember, this new moon is smack dab in the middle of 2 Aquarius full moons, right? On top of, we have this 8/8 Lionsgate portal that's connected to Sirius, and it really is a powerful time. And it's rare that the new moon and the 8/8 portal happen on the same day. So again, if you're energetically sensitive, you may be feeling maybe that needing to numb out, maybe escapism, maybe addictions might surface. And if you could just notice notice how you're feeling, and make minor adjustments to feel good again. So Medicine Guardian. All right, Medicine Guardian, Archangel Raphael, what message of healing with regards to abundance do you have for the Earth Angels this week? Go with this one. Message of healing. Focus on your priorities. Oh, wonderful. She's holding the light here. So it says, when you put your focus on where you receive, wait a minute. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. And so what I recognize is, for 13 years, I have Heavenly Hugs, has been my primary source of income. And it's my full-time job. And for example, my work is very uncertain with regards to finances. So I don't get a regular paycheck. I mean, I always set intentions that I get paid every single day, meaning that clients book on the calendar every single day. There's new clients coming in. So that's my intention. That's the energy that I put out there. And what I've noticed is that when I have a pile of laundry and my refrigerator is empty and, I haven't been eating well, or I have emails that I have to get back to, I find that the clientele and me being busy with work dies down. And so I found this cycle and rhythm and saying like, okay, if this area in my life is diminishing, I then look around saying, okay, what else needs my attention? And sometimes these priorities is getting your laundry done, doing the things you said you do, clearing out commitments, finishing projects. I can't tell you, friends, how important it is to have a clear space, a clear bedroom, a clear and neat car. Now, I'm not talking OCD, but when we have suppressed a lot of emotions inside, we can get hyper vigilant on the outside, or your environment will get super messy. So, there's a lot of emotional energy coming up for people. And so sometimes we need to put those tasks and those goals that we're working towards aside and kind of open up and saying, okay, what else is a priority right now? Fun, play, laughter, dance. Those are also a priority, right? We can't really be in all work and no play, right? Because then we're just going to kind of feel like we're existing and feel tired, drained, and depleted. So priorities are, again, those things, those projects that need to be finished, like what needs your attention. And a lot of times it could be your emotional body, it could be your inner child. Again, working through those cycles and rhythms, those patterns, those seeds that were planted, by parents or society or our education system growing up. This is a really great time to bring to the surface what could be holding us back and being able to sever those cords. I'm just feeling like this is a really great time this week to kind of really sit with and be open to receiving guidance. So focus on your priorities, like what needs to get done. And a lot of times they're those things that we don't want to stop and take the time to do, but needs attention. And so when I start, get the healthy food in my fridge, when I do the dishes, when I get my laundry done and I do all those human tasks, I make sure my gas tank has a full tank of gas, my bills are paid. When I start paying attention to those things, guess what? Clients start coming back in. So that's just an example how if we're focused on the lack and what's not happening, it's going to feel more scary, right? So if you can, divert your attention on okay, what can I do right now? Where can I put my attention? And for some of you, I'm feeling maybe your family needs attention. Again, maybe your inner child. Maybe you need some laughter and play. Maybe you need some time with friends. That's all priorities of things that are going to nourish your soul. So what have you been putting off? What brings up the anxiety? Sometimes it's like calling and asking, sometimes it's, asking for guidance, or sometimes we need to reach out and tie up some loose ends. So all these things that are just kind of hanging out in the ethers, these projects and these things that we've started, maybe it's books that you started or classes that you started, finish those, clear them off the plate. And it would be like whatever that mental to-do list, it keeps coming up in the back of your mind. That energy is spread out everywhere and could be hindering your flow to move forward. I'm seeing kind of like a bungee cord to the back. It's like trying to run forward, but yet there's this bungee cord that keeps pulling you back. So maybe that is your priorities. Maybe stop where you're doing and then going in and checking in to saying what absolutely needs your attention. And it is so it has happened so many times in my life where life happened to me when I was busy doing other things. Things plopped in my life or worked out when I was busy doing other things. So I hope, I try to say that in many different ways. I hope that lands. I hope it resonates with you. So be open to healing information. And while the healing is happening, while things are working, focus on what needs to get done. All right, so what action steps can you take? So we talk about priorities, focus on what needs to get done. That's your message of healing. So what action steps can you take to support your healing this week? I'm going to take this one. Oh, I love it. Life is always working out for me. So again, we get these hang-ups, right? How, when, what if. Life is always working out for me. And I love that this is an orange flower. Orange is your sacral chakra, connected to abundance and joy and laughter and play and creativity, right? The shadow is also connected to addictions, right? So where are we being pulled to numb out, to not get these things done? Again, it's just an inquiry question. It's just something to think about. No shame, no guilt, no blame. Just observe and then just start making minor adjustments to work towards bringing in that flow again so that you're feeling alive and good. So the message here says, I like understanding that things are always evolving. And while there are many things that could be better where I am, it's not really a problem because where I am is constantly changing to something better. I like knowing that as I look for the best things around me where I am, those things become more prevalent in my experience. So maybe your priorities is focusing on the good, focusing on the blessings, focus on more of that which you want to bring into your life. So it is fun to know that things are always working out for me. And as I watch for the evidence of that, I see more evidence of that every day. That was so Abraham. So these are cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and that affirmation was phenomenal. I've always watched Abraham speak for many, God, like 20 years now, and that was so Abraham. So again, it's basically saying focus your attention on that which is good and gives you an opportunity to feel alive and healthy and strong. In the beginning of the reading, before I started, I really wanted to send a prayer for health and healing and well-being to the planet, the viewers of this reading, your friends, your family, your loved ones, and it's no coincidence, and I forgot, and I'll do it at the end, but it's no coincidence that the medicine guardian came up, right? And so we can totally get sucked in and consumed by the doom and gloom or the scaries or the fears, right? It's, good to know what's going on, but also remember that the divine is in charge and in control, and when you're in tune with your body, your mind, your spirit, you're energetically abundant. You feel good, you feel alive. So I feel like this card is reminding you that everything works out well for you. Life is always working out for you. And there's evidence of that, right? Think about times where you were in the space that you were. So when I was thinking about my priorities, and when I noticed a reduction in my calendar with clients, I have just observed over time that usually that comes from me needing to get other things done, to follow up, to finish, to get prepared for the next month. And once I start diverting my attention, boom, here comes the people in need of healing, right? Here comes the clients again. It's such a beautiful dance that I have now, but it required me being aware of these cycles, these rhythms, these patterns, right? That 8 energy. And really kind of that affirmation of everything works out well for me. That's one of my favorite affirmations. So this card is number 59. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, of course. 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. So 5 again is all about change. So this is such a huge message about what are you doing that's not working for you, that's creating more anxiety, worries, and fears? What do you keep going back to? And being aware of it. And again, I feel like Medicine Guardian is going to be sharing those messages with you. You already know on a deep level what's not healthy for you, what's not nourishing your soul, right? And here's the human challenge, is like taking the time to make the adjustments to feel better, whatever that is for you. So let's get into what are you being gifted with this week. This all being said, unicorns, what are the Earth Angels being gifted with this week? Let's see. What are they being gifted with this week? Okay, so there's 3 that won't go back in, so I'll just take them. Lots of gifts this week. Patience. Of course. Patience, I connect with feminine energy, right? The feminines, we struggle with patience because we want everything now, and we can make everything happen now. And so you're doing this work and you're being gifted with patience, right? Everything happens in divine and perfect order. So this unicorn is saying pause before you take action. Trust that the divine timing is at work, and be patient and play while you wait. I think I mentioned that already. Play while you wait. I love that. So the second card, strength. Look at the gloriousness of this unicorn. This is kind of, to me, I connect with the feminine energy, the dark horse, right? The dark unicorn. So you find your strength in your feminine essence, the shadow, right? The yin energy. We all have masculine and feminine within us. So, your strength is in your intuition, it's in your gut instincts. So the message here says, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Again, this goes to life is working out well for me. Look for the blessings, right? Look to what you're learning through these challenging experiences, right? It's the challenges that you've endured, that you've overcome, the fear that you've moved through, that which has activated the courage within you, which has gifted you, friends, with so much wisdom and so much spiritual insight that is going to be used for you to be in service of others, right? So, I know I have this beautiful wisdom. I know I have this guidance and these messages that come to me. And I've been through a lot of heavy stuff, my friends. Like I always say, I don't look and sound like all I've been through. I try not to dwell on it too much because, I've done my therapy, and I still do my therapy work with my spiritual mentors. And I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful for those challenges. I'm grateful for that darkness because it's made me who I am today. It's made me be able to honor the gift that I have, to be able to support and have the gift of love and compassion when people are going through really dark times. When people are going through dark times, they're angry, they're fearful, they're confused, they're frustrated, right? People need patience in that time, and we're seeing it globally. So Earth Angels, I feel like you're being asked this week to fill up your tank because you might be called to service. So remember, your feminine energy is your strength. Your darkness or your pain is your power, right? Moving through fear. The only way to experience courage is to move through fear, right? That's where we experience our bravery and our strength. So this week, know that all that it has healed you on deep levels. It's supporting you for where the universe is guiding you to support the sleepers that are waking up in mass consciousness. And so the final message is receive. Oh my God, these are so beautiful. So we have the white horse, right? I love it. Look at this, friends. The yin and the yang. Of course, the masculine energy came in with the feminine, right? So, and it's interesting because I was going to say that could be white, but it's not. It's a black horse. So the message here, receive. It says, be open to receiving goodness. Be open to healing information. Be receptive. It says, believe you are worthy of abundance, right? So wonderful. It says, a gift is coming to you soon. So again, I asked for messages to connect with our abundance and our prosperity and our overall well-being. And so here's the reminder that, that which we put our attention to, is coming in divine and perfect order. Remembering that, the challenges and adversity is what gives you strength and courage to be masterful teachers and inspiration for others on this planet. And they're saying, open your arms to receive. You're being gifted with that reminder this week. Receive the love from the divine. Receive guidance and support, right? And then follow the golden nuggets. That's so perfect. I think about the masculine energy we talk about. I had mentioned at the beginning of the video that the sun is the planet that rules Leo, and the sun is the life giver of the planet. And the planet receives the light and the nutrients from the sun, even our skin, right? When the sun touches our skin, it activates that vitamin D that seeps into our bloodstream that helps us feel alive and energetic, right? That's why summertime for so many people feel alive and energetically abundant and vibrant. So, if it's healthy for you, getting outside, getting some sunshine, getting some fresh air this week would be really beneficial to help you raise your vibration to receive all the abundance and the gifts that the universe has for you. Because why? Everything works out well for you. All right, so final message here from the Divine Abundance cards. What is your overall message with regards to abundance? This is like prayers or a message that you can carry with you through the week if you start to waver or you're challenged. So what's the overall message, Medicine Guardian, that you have for the EarthAngel Collective this week? All right. That one's stuck right out. Detachment. Yep. So with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. And that's what I said earlier. Life for me, and the magic and the awe and wonder and the pleasant surprises have always come into my life when I was busy doing other things, when my attention was on like the work and what I was supposed to be doing, those blessings of abundance and gifts and opportunities always came from like the back door, right? The surprise. So being open to receive that. And then, this message is really, poignant for some of you. Maybe your attention is so single focused on one way that something has to be. Maybe this has to happen with this person, this experience in a particular place, in a particular way. And the overall reminder this week is detach from those things, right? Instead of putting yourself into, like I see like I say this, with my clients and the coaching work we do. So, a lot of the work that I do is, it's like clients come in and they're looking at one mirror directly in front of them. And the work that we do in the spiritual, it's like we remove that one mirror and I put clients in a 360-degree room that has mirrors all around them, right? So if you can get that visual so that you're seeing things from all angles, right? You're not just focused on one thing in one way, you're seeing it all around you. So I always get the visual. I used to love watching the Grammys, and I used to love watching the music awards and the movie awards. And I would always love Joan Rivers' fashion runway, and they would put the celebrities in, especially the women, in the 360 degree camera, where they would put them in this room and then the camera would go all around, so they would see them from this 360 degree angle from all around. And that's kind of where I get that idea. So sometimes when we're looking in a mirror one way, we see just what's in front of us. But when you put yourself in a 360 mirror, you're like, oh, now I see all angles. I don't know if I like this angle, or I'm not sure if I like this angle. So, I feel like you're in a space where you're needing to see from many different angles, and that's what the divine is going to support, that how you move forward, how your prosperity, your abundance, your wealth, how all that comes in can come in multiple ways, right? We just have to be open to receiving that. And I believe Medicine Guardian will help with that this week, and the Archangel Raphael. So what can you detach from? So I'm seeing the crow here, right? The crow is the messenger. I see crows all the time. And when I do, I know they mean transition and change and mystery and magic, and always crazy things happen after I see them, which is fun. That's been, my enjoyment. But crows are messengers, friends. They deliver messages from the unseen and the unknown. They represent transition and change. They represent endings and new beginnings. We are moving into the last quarter of 2021. So this is a 5 universal year, which again is about change. It's interesting because we have the 5 and the 9 here, right? 5 is about change, 9 is about endings. So I feel like this is just kind of preparing you. If things are coming and going, or you're feeling out of balance, have patience to just be aware. Focus on what needs to get done. Focus your attention on that which is good and that which is happening. And everything else will come in alignment in divine and perfect order, right? I'm going to finish it with that saying that I always say: if you're feeling that joy, if you're feeling that pleasure, if you're feeling that love, acknowledge it, saying more of this in my life, or something even better. So it is. All right, so let me close space and say a prayer over you. Let me thank all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light that assisted with this guidance for you today. And I'm going to send the medicine guardian, the Archangel Raphael, to you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, your community, your city, your town, your state, your country, and all over the world. I'm going to send that emerald green light, and I pray for your health, your healing, your well-being. I pray that the divine blesses you abundantly, you shine your light, and are able to inspire others on their journey as well. This is my wish for you. So it is. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't heard yet, I am back in the office 3 days a week. If you're local, I'm doing office visits. I'm still not doing close contact services like energy therapies, but I am doing past life regressions. I did 4 of them this week, and it was awesome. So past life regressions, if you want to come in with a friend, I'm doing couple readings again, friends, family, loved ones, spouse. If you want to come and do a reading with a loved one, those are available. And of course, my single readings for divine guidance, mediumship, and life purpose are now available in office. I am still working remotely on Mondays and Fridays. So those of you who are in other locations, I did just put a video chat couple session. So if you have a friend remotely and you want to do a video chat, or Zoom, if you have a friend you want to share a reading with, that is now available online remotely via video chat. So all my readings are recorded. You're gifted with a digital copy after the session, and they really are just loaded with empowering, specific, validating information. So come sit with me or come to my home via video chat. And I look forward to seeing you. So thank you so much for watching. I love you. God loves you so much. Trust in the divine. Trust your intuition. And I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.